video is going to explain to you how to access and complete your vocabulary quadrant cards assignment for this week. So make sure you watch this video first so that you know how to access everything and that you know how to do your work. So you're going to click open the assignment, and when you do, you're taken to a page that looks a bit like this. The wording might be changed when you see it, but it'll be similar. So for this assignment, you're going to open the attached Google Slides by clicking on My Document, which is right here. Connect to your Google Drive using your email. Use your login sheet if you forgot, but it's the same login in Schoology, and typing directly into the Google slide. Please watch the directions video, that's what you're watching right now, on how to complete this assignment before beginning. All right, so first you're going to click My Document. You'll notice, and I'm logged in as Coley here, you'll notice that the assignment itself doesn't actually come up. So in order to make it come up, you have to log into your Google account. You're using your email. And it's, again, the same thing that you used to log into Schoology. So I'm going to log in as Coley here. I'm double checking her email. Did I type it in wrong? Oh, I forgot her initials. Don't forget any part of the email. All right, so once you log in, something like this might pop up. You want to click Allow. That way you can get into the assignment from Schoology. Click Edit. And then it's going to pull up the assignment for you. So, once you open the vocabulary quadrant cards assignment, this is what you should see. You won't see this first two little pieces right here. Those are just examples for this video. Your first quadrant card will be artifacts. Now, a quadrant card is a way to learn vocabulary. That's how you're going to learn your 5 vocabulary words for this week. There's only 5 of them. A quadrant card is called a quadrant card because there are 4 different sections. So in the middle, we place the vocabulary word. In this top left-hand section, we enter the definition of the word and the part of speech of the word. In the top right-hand section, we're going to use the word in a sentence. In the bottom left-hand section, we're going to provide a synonym for this word. A synonym is a word that means the same as or something similar to. And in the antonym section down here, we're going to add in an antonym for this word. An antonym is a word that means the opposite or something almost an exact opposite for this word. Sometimes antonyms can be difficult to do depending on the word. And then the final quadrant down here in the bottom right hand corner, you're going to insert a picture. Now the picture doesn't need to be something random. The picture needs to be either an example of whatever the vocabulary word is, if possible, or a picture that helps you remember the meaning of the word. And those are going to be the most effective for helping you study for your vocabulary quizzes at the end of the week. So I'm going to take you through how to do one of these with an example. So here's an example. This is not one of your words for the week. This is from vocabulary from last year, but the word here is flibbertigibbet. So this word's in the middle, so I know this is the word that I'm trying to learn. The first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and do the definition. Now, in order to type, you're going to click directly into this box and start typing. If something happens accidentally, and let's say you delete the box, you can click undo, it'll fix it. If you accidentally move it around, it's in the way of another box, you can click undo, it will fix it, okay? So don't worry too much if that happens, you can fix it, but you do still need to fix it and type in the response even if something happens to the box. You can also add in a new text box if this one gets deleted if you prefer, and you'll just click and drag it over this section. But we don't need to do that because ours is right here. So we're going to find the definition for flibbertigibbet. Now, I know the definition, but if you don't know the definition, Google is your friend here, okay? Flibbertigibbet definition. That is a frivolous, flighty, or excessively talkative person, okay? So I am going to type that in. All right. Next is the part of speech. And usually when you're looking up definitions, it will provide it. By the way, sometimes Google will provide you the definition right here, but sometimes you actually have to go to a website that is a dictionary. Merriam-Webster is a really, really great, reliable resource. And we see here from Merriam-Webster that this is, in fact, a noun. Because it's a thing. People, places, things, and ideas are always nouns. Now we're going to look for a synonym or try and come up with a synonym. I'm going to think about this just personally because if you think about it, a flibbertigibbet is someone who talks a whole lot. So another term I can think of that means the same thing as that is a motor mouth. And I misspelled that, which is embarrassing, but we're going to move on. Now, the antonym, it's hard for me to think of something that's the opposite of flibbertigibbet. That's one single word. So a flibbertigibbet means someone who is frivolous, flighty, or excessively talkative. So the opposite of someone who is like that, I'm going to say, is someone who is a very taciturn person. That means you're quiet, so dude, you don't talk a lot. If you can't figure out an antonym or a synonym for a word, again, Google is your friend. There's a website called thesaurus.com. Once you go there, you can type in the word you're trying to find. And it'll provide you with a list of synonyms. If you scroll down to the bottom, it'll also give you some antonyms. Now I'm going to try and use the word in a sentence, and this is also something I'm just going to try and think up now that I know the definition. So I'm going to focus on the part of the definition that is excessively talkative because I know lots of people who are like that. So my example sentence is constantly talking in class and disturbing his group. Peyton was a bit of a flibbertigibbet. All right. Now, the next thing that you have to do is insert a picture. Now, there's two ways to do this. First, you have to kind of think of what kind of picture you want to put in. But once you have an idea of that, you can either insert an image, you can search the web, and it'll pull up something right here. Or you can insert upload from the computer. There's actually another way that you can do it, which is very simple. If you just type in who you're looking for or what you're looking for a picture of. Let's say that this is the picture that I wanted to use. You can actually just copy and paste. You can do that by right-clicking, click copy image, and you can insert it here by right-clicking again and selecting paste. Now, the reason that I've chosen to put SpongeBob here is because SpongeBob was an extremely talkative person. He talked all the time, got on Squidward's nerves. He was very, very chatty. So when I think of flibbertigibbet, it makes me think a bit of SpongeBob. He's also very frivolous and flighty, kind of silly, that kind of thing. So this is what a completed quadrant card will look like. By the way, if you wanted to insert from your Google search from right here, you could look for whatever you're trying to look for. Let's say we decided to use that picture. You can click insert, and it would insert that way. So I'm going to undo that because I've already got a picture of him. So basically, that's what a finished quadrant card will look like. So if you have any questions, please let me know. And now I'm going to show you how to submit your assignment when you are finished. You can close the tab and then click submit. I'm not going to click hers. We'll all click hers. It'll ask you if you're sure. If you're absolutely positive you are completely finished, go ahead and click yes, submit. And it will tell you, give you a little notification that you have submitted. You cannot unsubmit after the due date has passed, but if the due date has not passed yet and you realize last minute that, hey, I forgot to do one of these, you can click submit, can click unsubmit, and go back in and fix it. All right, I think that's it, guys.